Before the first ship touched open water, before sailors learned to read the wind, the sea ruled everything. It shaped coastlines, swallowed cities, and carried storms across the world with no warning and no mercy. To ancient Greece, the ocean was not just a vast horizon. It was a presence, unpredictable, immense, and alive. And behind every wave, every tremor beneath the ground, every shift in the deep, stood one God, a ruler without borders, a force that answered to no throne, a power older than most of Olympus itself. His trident could calm a storm or tear the earth apart. His anger changed destinies. His favor could guide entire fleets home. In myth, in fear, and in prayer, his name echoed across every harbor. Poseidon, Lord of the sea, Master of motion, and the one who commands the waters of the world. When the Titanomachy ended, the universe stood in silence. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, the three sons of Cronus, had conquered the Titans and broken the old world. But victory meant little without order. The three brothers cast lots. Chance, or perhaps fate, guided their hands. Zeus claimed the skies. Hades received the underworld. And Poseidon took the sea, an expanse wider than the heavens, deeper than memory, older than Olympus itself. Though Zeus was king, the territory Poseidon ruled was vast and untamed. No mortal could measure it. No map could contain it. His throne was not on land. It was in the deep, surrounded by currents, coral palaces, and creatures unseen by human eyes. To the ancient Greeks, the sea was life and terror in equal measure, and Poseidon was the spirit of that duality. Poseidon was not gentle. He was the shifting mood of the ocean, calm one moment, violent the next. Storms and winds, waves and whirlpools, earthquakes that split the ground, and horses, symbols of speed and raw power. Ancient sailors prayed to him at every departure. A calm sea could carry a ship home. A single frown from the god could erase it without a trace. The Greeks believed that when the sea trembled, Poseidon was watching. When it raged, he was angry. When it shimmered like silver glass, he was present in silence. He was not a god to be loved or hated. He was a god to be respected. Poseidon was born to Rhea and Cronus, but like his siblings, he was swallowed at birth. Cronus feared the prophecy that one of his children would overthrow him, so he devoured every newborn. Only Zeus escaped that fate, and when Zeus grew strong enough, he freed Poseidon and the others, beginning the chain of events that shaped the world. During the Titanomachy, the Cyclops forged Poseidon's greatest weapon, the trident, a symbol of authority, a tool of storms, a weapon that could split mountains or quiet the waves. He also carried symbols less known. Dolphins representing grace, bulls representing strength, horses representing speed and wildness. Each hinted at a different aspect of his power. Poseidon did not live on Olympus, though he visited often. His true home lay beneath the ocean, a shimmering palace of coral, shells, and crystal walls illuminated by underwater light. Here, Triton blew his conch horn, summoning creatures of the deep. Sea nymphs danced among drifting currents. Monsters slept in dark trenches beyond mortal reach. From this realm, Poseidon commanded tides, storms, migrations of creatures, and the shifting of sea floors. To him, the ocean was not chaos. It was a kingdom with depth, order, and beauty. The rivalry between Poseidon and Athena is one of the most famous myths in Greek lore. A new city needed a patron god. Both Poseidon and Athena claimed it. Poseidon struck the earth with his trident. A spring burst forth, but its water was salty, tied to the sea. Athena planted an olive tree, useful, lasting, a symbol of peace and prosperity. The people chose Athena. The city became Athens. Poseidon did not challenge the decision, but he did not forget it either. The sea god rarely forgot anything. This moment shaped their rivalry for centuries to come. Poseidon appears in countless myths, not always as a hero, not always as a villain. He shaped destinies through his relationships, his children, and his actions. Among his notable offspring, Theseus, hero of Athens; Polyphemus, the Cyclops; Pegasus, the winged horse; Orion, the giant hunter; Triton, messenger of the sea. Through them, Poseidon influenced both land and ocean. His lovers included sea nymphs, goddesses, and mortals. His wrath was swift, but so was his generosity. Poseidon rewarded courage and punished arrogance. To ancient Greeks, this dual nature felt natural. The sea nourished life, yet took it away without warning. In the Odyssey, Poseidon becomes the main force delaying Odysseus's return home. Not out of cruelty, but because Odysseus blinded his son Polyphemus. For a god, dishonor demanded consequence. Yet Poseidon was not always an enemy of mortals. He aided the building of Troy's great walls, the journey of certain sailors, and the rise of heroic bloodlines. When he favored someone, he guided them quietly, not with gifts, but with opportunity. His presence stretched from epics to local legends, always tied to the ocean's unpredictable nature. Poseidon was not only god of the sea, he was also Enosigaias, the earth shaker. The Greeks believed that earthquakes began when Poseidon struck the ground with his trident. This title gave him influence far beyond coastlines. Mountains crumbled, cities shifted, islands rose and sank. A single motion from him could change geography. To ancient people, this power was terrifying, yet awe-inspiring. Poseidon's sanctuary stood near oceans, cliffs, and storm-beaten shores. His temples were often simple but imposing, built to withstand wind and salt. The Isthmian Games were held in his honor. Sailors offered bulls to him before dangerous voyages. Fishermen whispered prayers as they cast their nets. Families sought his blessing for storms to pass quickly. Like some gods, Poseidon did not crave devotion, but he demanded respect. To ignore the sea was to invite disaster. Poseidon reflects the true nature of the sea, unpredictable, unforgiving, mysterious, beautiful, powerful, necessary. He reflects the balance between chaos and calm, violence and peace, fear and fascination. He is not a god of malice. He is a god of forces that existed long before Olympus and will remain long after. To understand Poseidon is to understand the sea itself. Stand at the water's edge. Listen to the tide's rhythm. Feel the weight of waves pulling away and returning.